Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of ZGN Talks, and today we're going to be talking about advice we have for college students in 2020.
So if you scroll down and you look at the date of when this video was uploaded, you probably can tell during this time what's going on in the world, not only from a health perspective, but an economic perspective as well. And the reality is that there are a lot of people struggling right now. A lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people are getting sick. A lot of people are losing lives. And the whole world is just taking a complete 180 from where it was even earlier on in the year of 2020. So with the entire virus going around right now, a lot of places are being put on shutdown. So stores, schools, movie theaters, malls, everything is literally going remote. And this segues into our college conversation because throughout our years, or me personally, Emiliano as well, and many of the college students or even high school students or whoever you are watching right now, when you think about school, most of the time you've probably attended school in person, but because of this entire global situation, everything is moving online. And because it is moving online, there are both pros and cons to it. But because this happened out of nowhere, people were not able to prepare for the downfall of what could happen. And this is what we will be discussing in today's video, because with school going online right now, specifically college, because after college, you're quote unquote going into the real world, everything's going to change. And there are a lot of people right now attending college and classes are online and people are graduating, and this is an economy in which it's hard to currently find a job and people are struggling. So we will be talking about what's going on and the advice that we can offer you.
Now, before you can really learn how to navigate, this different economic environment, you really have to understand how schools and how the whole school system is going to be changing over the next 1 to even 5 to 10 years. Schools for the last 5 to 10 years have slowly started transitioning more online. And the whole economic situation has really kind of just sped up that entire process. And while learning online may be great, it's much less overhead for schools, it does have some drawbacks. So one of these drawbacks is, if you're a comms major and you want to go to class and you want to get good to talk to people in person, if school's online, you're not really going to be able to do that. And that's definitely going to have an impact on your skills and your future, career prospects. And really what it comes down to is, while learning online and taking class online is great, at the end of the day, it's not really optimized. Like, sure, some people are great, they love doing everything online, but the average person out there can't do everything online. There's certain classes like comms, or certain classes like science where you just, you have to be there in a lab, or you have to be there doing experiments, or you have to be there to really, learn to actually talk to people. And these type of majors that I'm talking about and these type of, career paths are definitely going to see a huge impact in this, whole entire economic situation and the shift to online.
Now, what does this actually mean for college students such as you who's currently watching this, or myself who's currently going to my junior year of college? And first off, a lot of people are overpaying for college because schools aren't really bringing down their tuition. So schools are designed in a way to be teaching in person, and classes are specifically designed for maybe in-person lectures, certain in-person activities. And with everything currently being online, schools weren't fully prepared for this yet. They start charging their students less money is coming into the school. And at the end of the day, what is a school? A school is a business. The school is in it to make money. So for example, Harvard, you've probably seen in the news how Harvard is going to be charging full tuition for the entire academic year of 2020 through 2021. And that entire year is going to be online. And then, for example, same with my school, they're going to be charging normal tuition. And just because school is online, they don't plan to be bringing down the cost for tuition. Aside from having to overpay for online classes, attending classes online is really going to bring down your networking ability. Now, at the end of the day, while in school, you will be learning new material because, each person has a different career path that they want to pursue. So they will be taking different classes, attending different clubs, just all in all, pursuing different activities. When it comes to actually networking, that is the real ROI that one gets out of college, because when you actually figure out what you want to do, you're able to get around like-minded individuals, you're able to gain different perspectives, and you're really able to build those lifelong friendships and connections. But with online learning, you're no longer really able to attend clubs or classes normally because everything is going to be online. And when everything's online, you're not really able to have that one-on-one conversation with someone that you met for the first time in class. And having to work your way around that is a task, or in a sense, a challenge or obstacle that many people will have to overcome. And just in general, being able to transition towards a remote future, because a lot of jobs are currently going online. Again, school's going online. And a lot of people are not used to always being in their room on their laptop, just learning stuff online. And the reality is that this is where it's heading. For example, with YouTube, me personally, a lot of the information that I'm able to absorb over the past few years has been through YouTube. I've learned more through YouTube than I actually have in class. And, people will start to continue to understand that more and more as they're literally stuck at their laptop learning from their laptop, because school will no longer be built in an optimized way of being able to give their education, or actually provide the education towards the students that are paying them good money. And just a little thing that I wanted to bring up, how networking will be hard. A few tips that I'd like to give about networking is, for example, with Emiliano and I in our social media pages, for example, us posting this YouTube video or posting on our Instagram stories, being able to do this actually raises or increases our engagement on our pages. It gets people asking us questions, and through these questions, we're able to hop in calls with people, actually network with them, exchange value. So being able to use social media, another great platform would be LinkedIn, for example. Being able to use these platforms as a means of meeting new people will be the new way of networking with others, because again, everything's going to be online. You're going to be stuck on your laptop more than ever.
Now, what this entire video really comes down to is how Mitch and I are adapting, and how we believe that you guys should be adapting out there. You really have to think about, during this whole economic situation, you have to start thinking like a business owner, you have to start thinking like a producer, and you have to really analyze demand, you have to analyze the market. For instance, what industries are going to die off? Well, right now, restaurants and retail isn't doing too hot right now. But if you're an e-commerce business, we've personally seen a huge increase of sales in our e-commerce stores, which is even bigger than Christmas time. So what this video really comes down to is, where is opportunity being brewed right now? Where is it growing? Where is there a lot of economic growth? And how can you position yourself, to benefit off that? And, at the end of the day, like I said, e-commerce is, rapidly growing industry. It's why Mitch and I are in that industry. But there's also like other industries, like let's say cloud kitchens, which are really growing. Or there's other industries like, let's say, owning delivery vans, or, renting out cars to Uber drivers. Those businesses are all seeing a huge, huge, huge increase in uptick in business. So what it really comes down to is, where is economic growth happening? Why is it happening? And how can I position myself in order to really benefit off that growth?
So hey guys, that just about sums up the video. We hope you were able to get some level of advice out of this video. If you're a college student watching this, our Instagrams are down in the description below. If you want to go ahead and shoot us any questions that you have, and we can maybe hop in a call, exchange certain value, just see what you're doing, see what we're currently doing, how we can in any way help each other. That would be great, because again, we're always open to meeting new people. Aside from that, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below of what you thought about the video. And again, as you can tell, this scenery is completely different. We're still in the process of rebuilding the studio and just making everything look nicer for these videos. So yeah, guys, stay patient with us. We hope you enjoyed these videos, and we'll see you in the next one.
Adios.